Before you comment anything, hi! If you don't know, I'm working on an indie show. It's called Flatline, it's really cool, but working on the show as one of the showrunners has made me uniquely aware of a problem. That problem is VIVZIESLOP. What do I mean by that? Well, it may not be what you think. The show I'm working on, Flatline, well, it's not out yet. And despite the fact that almost nothing about the show, aside from the basic premise and the main characters, is known to the public, we have been called VIVZIESLOP. And it wasn't just one comment. We have a bunch of people comparing us to Hazbin Hotel, saying how similar our show, which isn't out, by the way, is to Hazbin. There's people literally just commenting vivziepop. The list goes on. Words cannot describe how tired I am of seeing, oh great, another vivziepop slop fest eye roll emoji in our comments. Now, I will also acknowledge that the only reason we are seeing this genre of comments so frequently is because we were lucky enough to have one of our videos blow up a little bit. I am extraordinarily grateful for that, as is the rest of the team. I love looking through the nice comments people leave on our pages, and most of them make me smile. However, the vocal minority of slopfest accusations are still exhausting, and to me, this is indicative of a larger problem in the indie animation community.
Real quick, Editing Bones here, just saying if you like the design that I am drawing in the background of this video, which the finished version is up on screen right now, you can actually go buy it on a t-shirt because I designed it as part of a design challenge for the printing company Raw Paw Inc. They had a design challenge going on. The theme was Heaven or Hell, so obviously, you know, I had to get my grubby little mitts in there. So yeah, if you like the shirt design, you can go and buy it, and I would really appreciate it if you do because it would support me, and you know, it's a cool shirt, it's pretty sick. Also, if you want to support me, I am opening up a Patreon. It should be going up at the same time as this video, hopefully, if I do everything correctly and I'm not stupid. So yeah, if you want to support me, go over there or check out my Ko-fi shop. I'm working on setting up my ACG goods store as well, so you know, if you want to support me, I like having money.
Let me give you a basic summary of 3 things, and I want you to guess which one isn't a Spindlehorse show. 1. Lucifer Morningstar's naive daughter tries to start a hotel to rehabilitate sinners in order to stop the yearly exterminations ordered by Heaven's exorcist army. Also, there's Yuri. 2. An imp with ill-gotten access to the human realm starts a business where sinners can order hits on still living people. Also, there's Yowie. 3. A human driven by grief figures out how to revive dead people, which pisses off Heaven and starts the literal biblical rapture, which then prompts a ragtag group of people who don't want to save the world to somehow get roped into trying to save the world. Also, there's Yuri and Yowie. Can't guess? Of course you can, it's so obvious. The third one is a plot of Flatline. But let's break down the similarities, okay? 1. Biblical theming. Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss are both set in hell. Hazbin's main antagonists are angels. Flatline's main antagonists are also angels. This is true. You know what else is true? Angels have existed since around 500 BCE. You know what else is true? Flatline is set almost entirely on Earth. You know what else is true? Shows like Lucifer, Supernatural, Good Omens, and many, many others have also been around for longer than Hazbin Hotel. Why don't they get accused of being slop? Sure, maybe it's because they all have unique spins on the Bible, or creative character choices, or different premises from each other. Or maybe it's because they aren't animated and didn't come out after Hazbin Hotel. So what, Hazbin is the only animated show allowed to use the Bible as inspiration? Or is it just the only indie animated show allowed to use it? Is the simple fact that we aren't partnered with a studio the reason that we are automatically labeled slop? I'll touch on that in a minute, but let's take a look at more similarities. 2. The art style. Now this one, I concede, has some merit. If you only watch the ad that blew up. Here's a screenshot from a section of our promo video that's animated in the actual show style. And here's a screenshot of Hazbin Hotel. Well, alright, let's see another character. Here's one of our angel character cards. And here's another screenshot from Hazbin Hotel. Well, surely this one... No, maybe Jacob? FS? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. You can roast me on a spit in the comments if you see something I don't, but let me remind you that this is what a Helliverse human looks like. And this is what the main cast of humans in Flatline look like. So then, why did multiple people say that the art style reminded them of Hazbin? Well, probably because I had to draw all the art for that ad very quickly, so I did it in my simpler, easier to churn out style that I'm more used to using. For context, here's a screenshot of my Instagram page. I'm sure you're starting to notice a very red deer print pattern here. Yes, I have been in the Has-Been Hotel fandom for literal years, and that show did cement a lot of things for me artistically. However, Flatline doesn't use that style at all for its animation. Faces and limbs are completely different shapes, not to mention the difference in body types between the two shows. Our characters actually have internal organs, thank you very much. No shade, like I said, I've been here since the pilot. Well, alright, what's the next similarity? There is another similarity, right? There can't just be two. Yeah, those are the only two I could think of. I guess if you really want to stretch, Azrael has sharp yellowish teeth and wears the color red sometimes, but like, face shapes are completely different, voices are completely different, most of his colors are cool instead of warm, and oh yeah, he's a man of God! Also, he actually gets bitches and doesn't smell like unwashed swamp ass. Sorry, Al, sweetie, I love you, but it's true. I guess maybe you could say us having queer characters is something, but, like, gay people just kinda exist. And, whoa, shocker, they're making Flatline! So then, are people only accusing us of copying because we're an indie animation that dares reference the Bible? It seems that way. Although, I can't help but wonder if it could be a secret third option. The secret third option being... the people love to hate. This has been a thing for years. People have been hardcore on the vivziepop hate train since Zoophobia. No matter what she makes, there's always a vocal minority who just want to tear it to shreds alongside anyone who dares enjoy it. There's too much red! They live in hell! It's so cheesy! It's an animated musical! About gay demons! There's too much swearing! Okay! Then don't watch it! I'm sure they don't care either way, what with them having done a live performance of season 1 on actual f***ing Broadway! They got Patrick Stump to voice a character. Do you honestly think they care? But getting back to the point, people love to hate on Spindle's shows, and I think that's starting to bubble over into other indie projects. Even ones that have no affiliation with Spindle. But either way, the comparisons are relentless, and even if it's coming from a hopeful place, i.e. people hoping that these new projects don't experience the same pitfalls in writing and visuals that are constantly harped on in Spindle's projects, it's still exhausting for their creators to see. Like I said before, our show isn't out yet. There's barely anything to judge. No script to pick apart, no mishandling of character arcs to mourn, no characters meant to be people of color who end up being so washed out that my friend didn't remember that Velvet was a black woman. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Point is, there's barely anything to form an opinion on, and we've already seen people commenting about how they're disappointed that our show is going to exist, that it's just another VIVZIESLOP, that if we just scrap the entire plot of the show and keep only the furries, which based on that ad would literally just be my persona, we might have something. How would you feel if I walked up to your pregnant wife and spit in her face, punched her in the stomach, and said, I can't believe you guys are making another human slop. It looks just like my mortal enemy that neither of you never have or never will meet. So lame. Be original. That would be insane! But for some reason, people on the internet are very comfortable saying things to people they don't know. People are comfortable making assumptions on barely any information, and people also don't know how to read. Little side tangent, I cannot tell you how many people have messaged us or commented telling us our application form is closed when we have a video up on like all of our social media saying that we were going to close it to go through submissions, and have also commented that multiple times, and have said that we will literally announce when they go back up. Same thing with minors wanting to be on the team. Like, we're so grateful that so many people want to join us, but we have replied to so many comments saying our team is 18+, and we can only do it so many times before we just have to give up. The form even says it right on there, but as stated before, it's currently closed. Even then, just scroll through like a few comments and you'll see our answer, you know? But again, it's kids, so I can't really be mad at that. It's more so just exhausting. Anyway, back to my main point. People are just way too comfortable being rude or hateful or just plain weird on the internet. Like, sure, you'll probably never meet me face to face, but did you have to comment, please don't like kids? What would make you think we would? Oh my god, that's actually insane! Let it be known that we at Flatline hate kids! Wait, no. In all seriousness, that does speak to an even bigger problem of creators turning out to be creeps, which does make me extremely sad. The fact that multiple people have commented something along these lines just leaves me feeling so sickened. That's disgusting. But it's still an extremely jarring comment to receive on a silly little video promoting applications for a cartoon team. At least it's not people making Israel jokes or talking about cracking my Sona. Actually, that last one makes me chuckle, those are fine. I'm kind of rambling now, but I've had these thoughts just rattling around in my brain for a while now. Every time I see Flatline get compared to Has Been Hotel, a show that I like a lot, I just can't help but deflate a little. Even though there's been a lot of people saying it as a compliment, there's also been a lot who use it as an insult, and guess which tends to stick more. The sad part is, the insults taint the compliments, so it ends up making me feel like crap anyway. And that's not me saying you shouldn't compare indie shows, that's fine. But if you're comparing an indie show that's gotten huge that you just absolutely despise to a smaller team that hasn't even released their pilot yet, well, there's definitely some problems with that. All I'm saying is, give indie projects more than just a quick glance. If you judge them instantly without even hearing them out or taking 2 seconds to read a synopsis to see that the plot is entirely different, then you might be missing out on something you would otherwise enjoy. A lot of indie creators might be so disheartened by people prejudging their work that they completely give up or are so scared of facing that they never start at all. And that is the farthest from what the world needs right now. Especially with the current state of everything, we need to lift up smaller creators, encourage artists and writers to create things. Do we want to live in a universe where all our entertainment is created by Disney, Pixar, Illumination, and AI? Absolutely not! Oh my god, that would be hell! We actual humans need to make more things, and make more things with soul, and heart, and passion. We can't be poisoning the indie community with hate and spite right out the gate. It's like watching a baby bird hatch and then throwing it out of its nest so you can stomp on it. Sorry, that was violent. Anyway, I am extremely proud of all of the work our team is putting into this show, and I know it's going to be incredible. I am Flatline's #1 glazer till the day I die, on God. It's full of love for our respective crafts, and ironically enough, Has Been Hotel wasn't even an inspiration for it originally at all. When Tiny Porcelain, the other showrunner, came to me with the idea, she said her main inspirations were Knights of Guinevere, Gaslight District, and the movie Legion. Only one of those is a 2D animated show, and it isn't even a spindlehorse cartoon. Great, now we're gonna be labeled as glitch slop instead. I guess when it all comes down to it, if you don't have something nice to say, leave a comment anyway so it boosts us in the algorithm. Thank you all, and please remember, stay with us!
Whoa, hey, you made it to the end of the video, dude. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. I've never really done like an outro where it's just like me yapping like after the video's over before. But I've been gone for so long, I feel like I kind of should just as like a quick like, hey, what's going on, bud? So I made a video like literally forever ago. It was like, where am I? And I literally genuinely forget everything that I said in that video. I think it was something about college, whatever. I dropped out of college like immediately. And you know, that was a while ago. And obviously now I'm working on Flatline, so that's what I've been doing for the past while. But also other stuff's been going on. If you don't follow me on like TikTok and Instagram and stuff, I got fired from my job. And this past month, my dad passed. So, things have been kind of rough over here, but, you know, I just had all these thoughts in my mind, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna write them out into a thing, record it in one night, and then just put it out there, because I want to do more stuff on my own, too. But yeah, so mainly I've been working on Flatline for the past while. That's why I haven't really been posting much on like anything at all outside of the Flatline accounts. But hey, you know, if you weren't aware of Flatline, hey, now you are. And we stream over there pretty frequently now. Well, I'm mainly hosting streams and stuff over there since I have more free time now that I don't have my job. So, you know, hey, if you want to come by, hang out. I've been doing a lot of art fight streams because, you know, it's July, happy art fight. But also we played through chapter 5 of Deltarune. We're possibly going to do some more game streams coming soon. People have been suggesting games and stuff, so, you know, if you want to suggest games you would want to see us play. You know, if you want to suggest other things, I made a post over on the Flatline account asking for, it was like a poll, but I asked for suggestions in the comments too. So yeah, you know, if you want to hop over there, give the show some love. It's really, really cool. It's a very, very, very good show. I promise you, I can guarantee
and we are working on some really, really, really cool stuff behind the scenes. You know, if you want to see what we're working on, you can subscribe to our Ko-fi, you can subscribe to our Patreon, and at certain tiers, you do get access to like sneak peeks and stuff in our like supporter Discord server. You get some other pretty cool perks on there too. You can also get like a doodle from myself or the other showrunner. So, you know, if any of that sounds interesting, or if you just want to hop over to the channel and like watch our videos, leave us a comment, leave us some love, I would appreciate that greatly, and I know the rest of the team would as well. We are doing our best, and yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping because this is gonna be a really long outro, but you know, I want to start posting again on like more than just the Flightline account, and I love you guys. Peace. Also check out my music channel if you didn't know I have a music channel, Bone Tricks Music. I make really good music and I have a Spotify. You should totally listen to my music, because if you listen to my music on streaming platforms, I get like a little itty bitty teeny tiny little bit of money back from that. So, you know, if you want to support me while I currently don't have a job, I would love that. Thank you. Anyway, bye!